Welcome to Backyard Plinky. My name is Charles. I'll be your host as we go through and explore everything BB and pellet related, from air pistols to air rifles, targets, and ammo. Yes, it's still cold. But we're going to look at some of the stuff that we're going to start kind of putting together as some target options for you guys. My better half and I were talking the other day, and she was like, well, you know what? Instead of just going through and showing them what the end result is, why don't you go through and show them the process of elimination? I mean, why did you pick what you picked? Why did you set it up the way you set it up? She said, there might be some people that see something, you know what, I can get this, but I can't get that. But what if I took this and did that? Okay. I did talk to a guy that I know that modern firearms and air guns and stuff like that, and he's been doing stuff for years. I said, let me ask you, how is it you go through and pick a particular target if you're going to tell somebody about it? He said, well, I just set a bunch of stuff up and start shooting until something makes a right sound. Okay. Whatever works. So we got our little T-handle set up here, and I've got some cut strings that are made, and some of the ones, it's just part of a coat hanger. By the way, just so you know, if you leave a coat hanger laying outside long enough, it kind of gives it an antique look. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set up some random items. Now, the only thing we're doing with this is just we're going to see how they react, and then once I kind of establish that, then we'll set a protocol together for putting it up and how it's going to go, or what it's going to be attached to, or whatever. Yeah, I've been to the dollar store. Rubber spoon. Plain wooden spatula. So far we're $2 into this thing and it ain't bad. Now, depending on what dollar store you're looking at or whatever, you can actually find like the metal spoons, whether it's a tablespoon, or teaspoon or something like that. You can pick these things up. They are not all that bad, and they're kind of fun, except for some of them. They bend. Anyway, so give me a second. I'm gonna. Gee, it's a little close. Yeah. Well, a lot of the experiments that I'll try, when I'm working with a target, I will do it close up, because there's going to be some hayseed somewhere that's going to tell his buddy, hey, come here, watch this, and hangs it up, and, and then I get blamed for it. So generally I'll try them pretty close up with a pellet or a BB or something like that to see what happens. If it turns out bad, you won't see it. So give me just a second. I've got a pretty good selection of stuff between BBs, pellets, between the air rifles and the air pistols. And we're going to take a few shots of some of this stuff, just see what happens. And then we'll make a determination about which one stays, which one goes, and how we're going to approach it. Alright. Sorry it took so long. Had to get my gloves out of the truck. Oddly enough, when I was out in the front, every neighborhood's got a jogger lady. The one that wears spandex, cuts the blood flow off to their brain. Hey Charles, what are you doing? Nothing. Well, I'm doing a project in the backyard. She said, well, you act like it's cold out here. Honey, it ain't an act. It's cold. She said, well, why don't you just move your project up on the roof? That way you're closer to the sun. It'll be warmer. Yeah. But I thought about it for a minute. So, well, let's see, they're going to re-shingle this thing anyway. If I put the chair over there, I can get 2x4 and I don't react well to cold weather. Anyway, we got 3 volunteers hanging up here, so we'll just take some random shots. And like I said, all we're doing is we're doing an experiment. Let's see what happens. Depending on the reaction we get here is going to be dependent on how we progress individually with each target. Heck. Pellet. Iceman. It's kind of fitting. Ding. Now I know what that guy meant about the sound. Not so much on a wooden spatula. Try to Bear River. Go for the BBs. Look at him jiggle around. Spoon. Well, that one kind of flung it that direction, so we know that the back part needs to be pointed this way. So on the wooden spatula. .415, 21 round CO2. Say hello to Daisy. Once we get through, we'll pick the targets up. We'll look at the targets. Pumpmaster 760 from Crossman. You know, Crossman, I wish you would really make this like an, I don't know, an adult size. We got some BBs loaded in the magazine, so we're going to try them first. Yeah, it's a pretty good rebound. Might pass on the rubber spoon. At least close up. So on the wooden one. Let's try the metal one. We might be having a winner. At least the BBs. Try the pellets. Well, the green rubber spoon seems to react much better to pellets than it does to the BBs. And the spoon is a winner every time. Try the wooden. Give me just a second. Let me go get them. We'll take a look at them. Alright, so fairly interesting, to say the least. This little wooden spatula that was $1. I mean, it took some abuse. Front side, back side. Gotta remember though, if you're gonna be shooting BBs at something like this, they're gonna ricochet completely. The pellets make a pretty good divot and they just kind of collapse. So that might be alright. Got a better idea for this though. Little rubber spoon, $1. Did pretty good on everything. When the BBs hit, it absorbs so much energy that they just kind of, wherever they are. And if you hit it directly into the cup, yes, you're going to get some ricochet, back, forth, whatever. That direction, not so much. They lose so much energy, they die. Pellets make a pretty good lick on it, but I mean, even as close as we were, still didn't get through it. As far as like reactive, ding, got a winner. Now, you can see where the BBs and the pellets hit this thing on either side. But as far as like a reactive target, maybe something that we're going to set up 8, 9, 10 yards to make the most noise, to make the most action, the most reaction, probably the winner. Just be careful when you go to the dollar store and don't get one that's, bent. Well, got another handful of stuff that I'm going to show you. Let you guys make your decision about how you want to approach this. I'm going to show you mine. Maybe you have some different ideas. That'll be another video. Till next time, my name is Charles. It's been Backyard Blinking. Talking like came over me, pushed me to the limit. I spread my joy to everyone, but I'm not fucking perfect. I try hard.